Bitzskee.
The Dragon and the Mouse. Rory and Miles, the Legend of the Sky Guardian. Episode 7, The Quest for the Colossal Flame. Prologue, the legendary book. In the peaceful valley of Windermere, all was not well. The ground rumbled and rattled more and more each day. The villagers were nervous, so they stayed indoors, their voices hushed with worry. Deep in the magical forest of eternity, our heroes were not resting. Rory, a young dragon with shiny chromium scales, beside him his best friend, Miles, a small but bold mouse wearing his trusty helmet and shield. Maisie, the clever jerboa with large ears and a golden headpiece, stayed close, listening for danger with her sharp hearing. With them was the wise elder Tullius, finally reunited with his old friend, Bashir, the strong and noble panther blacksmith. Inside a candle-lit temple chamber, where wisps of warm flame caressed the cold stone walls, Tullius the wise old tortoise pulled an ancient book from a dusty shelf. "Aha! Here it is," he said, placing it on a stone table. "The book that holds the truth." Maisie brewed some warm goji berry and myrtle tea as they sat around the book. But just as Tullius opened it, Bashir spoke. "There's something I must confess," Bashir said heavily. Tullius looked at him calmly. "Go ahead, old friend." "I said I went to the barren grounds to see if the stories were true. But that wasn't honest. I already knew. I've been there before. I was the one who hid the ruby soulstone." The heroes gasped. "You what?" said Rory, stunned. "I did it to protect the valley," Bashir continued. "And your father?" "He was there too, Rory." "My father?" Rory welled up as he stepped closer. Tullius nodded. "Your father, Kylam Kustus, was the original Sky Guardian. A hero. The legend. And this book is about him," he said as he gently touched the worn cover. "I wrote it, Rory. And I gave it to your mother Ina back then. You were only a whelp. I wanted her to tell you stories of who your father truly was." Maisie placed a comforting paw on Rory's. Miles leaned in beside him. Bashir added, "He saved my life, just like you and Miles. You're more like him than you know." Rory stepped away quietly, deep in thought. "Give him a moment," Bashir whispered. Rory paced around the chamber, trying to remember the words his mother spoke. After a long pause, Rory returned, stronger than before. He lifted his tea mug and declared, "For Windermere." Maisie and Miles cheered, hugging him. Tullius and Bashir raised their mugs too, to Kylam. Rory with teary eyes nodded. Rory had accepted his destiny. Chapter 1, Tremors from Lavarus. As the group traveled back to the village, Tullius began to explain more of the book. Many moons ago, a fearsome fire giant named Surta roamed these lands. He lost his ruby soulstone, which gave him great power. This made him angry and uncontrollable. Bashir nodded. "Your father and I set out to stop him. The valley was nearly destroyed. What's left of Windermere is only a small piece of what once was. The soulstone had to be hidden," said Tullius. "It was too dangerous. So, we buried it," Bashir said, "deep in the barren grounds, between cold rocks to hide its glow. Your father distracted the giant in the sky, twisting and spiraling in the air, evading Surtur's chaotic raging swipes. He fought valiantly as the Sky Guardian. He even launched fiery breath, but it did not seem to affect the giant. What we didn't realize is flames actually made him stronger. Your father tried to lure him away, but the giant struck him mid-flight. He fell? Rory's eyes tearfully mourned. He fell? He told me to leave to warn the village. I didn't want to, but I obeyed. After a short while, the giant gave up and vanished. We believe he went back to Lavras, on the other side of the glass cliffs. But where we just stood, and bravely fought. The place the OV boss roamed, that place, used to be called Old Windermere. It was a beautifully lavish and flourishing Greenland, until it was left scorched and desolate from Surtur's rampage. Eventually the sky froze over Old Windermere and became known as the Barren Grounds. All the animals had to move to this part of the valley. Maisie's ears twitched. And now the ground shakes again. Surtur might be waking up. It is possible, sweet deity, we must find out, urged Tullius. When they got back, the village was quiet. Small animals peeked from windows. The herbalist Mercia, a cheerful yet worried young meerkat, rushed to meet them. Thank the woodland sacred angel, you're safe, she chirped, hugging Bashir gently. But something's wrong. The ground won't stop shaking. Tullius nodded. We believe Surtur is stirring again. We must act fast. Rory stood tall, Maisie and Miles did too. Tell us what to do. Chapter 2: The Volcano of Lavras. I believe Surtur is trapped inside the volcano of Lavras, said Tullius. Legend says the sun god, Ra, imprisoned him there because of what he did to Old Windermere. But if he's waking up now, Miles said, maybe the volcano is weakening. Tullius turned to Maisie. Maisie, you can hear the gods. Perhaps you can reach Ra. Maisie blinked. Outside of the temple? I've never tried. Try, said Rory. You can do it. Maisie closed her eyes and steadied her breathing. Her long ears twitched. The valley around her faded into silence. Then a voice spoke. Maisie. Ra, she answered. I hear you, echoed the warm, mighty voice. Surtur is trying to escape. Without the ruby soulstone, I cannot calm him. Return it and place it into the crown upon his head. She opened her eyes. We must go, now. Tullius handed the glowing red stone to Rory. Take it. You must fly it to the volcano. But I'm afraid of heights, Rory groaned, hanging his head. Maisie smiled. You don't have to be brave all the time. Just in this moment. Miles grinned. And you've got your wings, a strong heart, and 2 friends who believe in you. With a deep breath, Rory stepped forward. Then let's go. Maisie and Miles hopped onto Rory's back, and with a great whoosh, his wings spread and lifted them into the sky. Windermere shrank below them as they flew towards the volcano of Lavras. They soared over the sacred woods, past the waterfall and up over the glass cliffs. Rory flew like he'd done it forever. "You're doing it, Rory," shouted Miles. "This is amazing." Rory even swooped and spun for fun. The volcano came into view. They saw thick smoke billowing into the sky. As they got closer, the air grew hot and heavy. "It's too thick to see through," coughed Maisie. Miles pointed. "There." A crack on the side of the volcano. Rory dove and landed at the mouth of the lava tube. It was dark with flickers of glowing amber. Inside, the air sizzled. Lava dripped in the distance. Rory lit a soft flame to guide the way. They walked carefully, deeper into the pyroduct. "I can hear something huge," Maisie whispered. "He's close." Suddenly, the tunnel opened into a vast crater. Lava bubbled all around. And then, a voice echoed. "Maisie," said the voice. "You've made it." "It's Ra." "I can hear him again," squeaked Maisie. "You must place the soul stone into Surtur's crown. He needs it to return to peace." But the effort of hearing the sun god overwhelmed Maisie. She fainted. "Maisie!" Miles cried, catching her. Chapter 3: The Colossal Flame. "I'll do it," Rory said. Miles began to speak, but Unable to continue, Rory assured him. "You stay with her, I've got this." They nodded to each other and touched heads gently together. Rory turned, spread his wings, and dove into the fiery crater. The volcano roared like 1,000 dragons. From the molten lava, Surtur emerged, giant, angry, glowing. He bellowed. "The silver dragon. You come to mock me again." "I'm not him," Rory shouted. "I'm his son. I'm here to help." But Surtur didn't listen. He swiped with his massive hand. Rory swooped, then twisted to evade the strike. Then with the fire giant's other hand, wham! He swatted and hit Rory mid-air. He fell fast, tumbling into the lava below. Miles, with Maisie, still recovering, screamed from the cave. "No," they yelled. Then, out of the lava, Rory burst forth, his scales glowing like the sun itself. "You will not win," he roared. He held the ruby soulstone high, spun in the air, and with a powerful tail strike, hurled it towards Surtur. Thunk! It slammed into the crown on Surtur's head, perfectly fitting into place. Surtur screamed, "Oh!" But not in anger, but in relief. "My gem, my mind, is clear." The ground shook as he fell to his knees. Lava waves rushed outward. Rory flew fast, dodging rocks and fire. "Miles! Maisie, jump!" Holding Maisie tight, Miles jumped from the ledge. Whoosh! Rory caught them just in time, soaring up and out of the volcano. Behind them, the volcano rumbled and erupted. Lava flowed down the sides and towards the valley of Windermere. "Oh, no," said Maisie. "What do we do now?" Surtur stood tall, calm at last. "Thank you," the giant said. "I will guide the lava away from your valley. My master, my creator, will be pleased." "Who is your master?" Rory asked. Surtur looked to the sky. You will learn one day, Sky Guardian. But you have been blessed by the volcano. That night, from a hill overlooking the valley, Rory stood with his friends. The stars twinkled above. What do you think Surtur meant by blessed? Said Miles. Rory felt something, a rising warmth deep within him. I really don't know, Miles, Maisie replied. What do you think, Rory? Rory took a deep breath. Whoosh! A colossal trail of fire shot from his mouth, burning bright and brilliant. Maisie laughed. Your flame! You found it! Miles cheered. The Sky Guardian has risen. Rory smiled wide. Thank you, both. None of this would have been possible without you. Ah, stop, you'll make me blush, chuckled Miles. Maisie grinned. It's what friends do. They sat together under the stars, knowing that they had saved the valley once more. And the story of Rory, the dragon who could not roar, the dragon who feared heights but found his wings, and now his flame, was just beginning. The end. For now, that is. Moral of the story. Those of you who are born to fly can even sometimes fear the sky. But with a breath and one brave lift, gives you a chance to gain a gift.
Bitzskee.